Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package I was not expecting. So let's take a look at that. And then I actually have another one I wasn't expecting. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. This one is from, I believe, Blade Runner HQ, which I recently did a video on some stuff from them. But they did not mention sending other stuff, so I'm just trying to figure this out. What is this? Just a package of stuff. This is a thing of Slickamall, the tadpole. So confused. The box is BRHQ, which is Blade Runner HQ. I recognize the address. I don't think this is for me. I don't understand. And then there's an American Lawman. I've actually never seen one of these. It's pretty cool. There was somebody who is just going to cut my finger up. There was somebody who mentioned having a package sent to me. To proxy, but they said it was coming from a person, and this is obviously from Blade Runner HQ. So I don't know. I will have to sort that out. Maybe they want a giveaway from Blade Runner HQ. I don't know. I have no idea. Probably Josh. He probably told me and I forgot. I have no idea. Anyway, cool. Well, if this is your stuff, let me know. Until then, it's just going to sit on a shelf. The next one is from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Again, I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, this one actually does have his name on the top, though. This one does say Josh on the top. Okay, so I think these were both his. Maybe he did tell me and I forgot. I don't know. He has risen. Why do we have religious stuff here? It's a knife company. Oh, right. He did tell me about this one. He said he had some kind of old-timey slip joint coming. Oops, sorry. Coming or something. I have no issue with religion, but I just find it weird when you're sending, you're selling knives. Why are you whatever. What do I care? I don't care. You do you. You do you. All right. Okay, yeah, this is what he was telling me about. Some kind of hawkbill design. I guess he ordered this. I think it's a GEC he mentioned. No, it's a Remington. And he said something about, didn't you want to check out a hawkbill? And I said, no, I wanted to design one. This is a hawkbill, you know what I'm saying? The one we did just didn't work out. We didn't end up doing it. It just wasn't hawkbilly enough, I'll show you. You guys have probably seen it, but this is the original blade shape on the nip. This is what we ended up going with. This is the hawkbill blade shape. Would have been a little different because they kind of screwed up a little bit, but you can see the difference, right? This is an aggressive hawkbill. This is going to do a hawkbill's job. It doesn't even have that much of a recurve, honestly. It's pretty straight. This, everything went right to the tip, and then you had to cut it with the tip. With this, you're able to probably just cut like normal. It's not good. That was a terrible example. I need something to cut here. Here is paperwork. I can't see through it. Well, downside is this is not sharp at all. So anyway, it says Sterling on it. And then it's got it's called the Silver Bullet or something. Interesting. It says R693SB. Kind of sucks that a knife like this comes not sharpened because the they're hard to sharpen, so it would have been nice to have it. Look at that tip actually sticking out at the bottom. How horrible is that right there? Look at that. You can just grab the tip right here. Why wouldn't you bury the out of that tip? You know why? Because this actually has a kick. This is actually a straight up traditional wild. And because of the way the blade comes in, it has to stick up there. That's just, yeah. So it was packaged closed because it normally sits in there. But they wrapped it up, I guess. I don't know. Josh, did you spend your money on this, dude? If you did, it sucks. One that got away, deluxe Hawkbill. Here's a whole card on it. Wow. They spent that much time working on this. And then they didn't spend any time sharpening the knife. That's great. And you know this sticker is going right in here. He has risen, Josh. This will go with your shit. Ugh. All right, I got one more package because neither of those were what I thought they would be. This one is from Kai USA. This one I know what it is. By the way, unboxing knife is the RS Chaos. And man, I was wrong about this knife. I freaking love it. I'm glad they sent me one and I gave it another chance because the one I borrowed from JD, I swear the D10, oh, sorry. I swear the D10 was nowhere near this. This is like, I mean, you can't fail it. Such a stout D10 and it's just super fidgety, man. And it's actually really good left-handed, believe it or not. So I really like this sucker. But I didn't like it the first time. I don't know why. It is too heavy for me personally, and the blade to handle ratio hurts. But man, it's legitimately a fantastic knife. So I don't know. All right, so this is the Kershaw Iridium. This is a new version, and this is in topo patterned aluminum. And the reason why I think this one's really cool, dead nut centered, which is sick. Ooh, nice spring on it. A little bit of stick on the axis lock. We have no up and down at all. Like the, if you guys remember, I actually reviewed, yeah, I think I reviewed it, this knife before when my buddy Casey sent me his, like a year and a half ago, the Iridium, when it first came out. It was in D2 and aluminum. And what bothered me on that knife was it had side-to-side blade play and up and down blade play. And then it was off-centered, right? And it was $60 in D2. Well, they've pretty much fixed every one of my concerns with this. So this is in 14C, 28N. It's in aluminum with a topo pattern. I'm going to show you something really cool about it in a second. And it has zero play in any direction. It has a really good spring in it. Look at that. That is money. No up and down at all. No side to side. Dead nut centered. So everything has been corrected on this. Let me switch over the clip. Now, what's so cool about this? Well, first off, it's 75 bucks. So I think the original one right now is listed on their website around that price, or actually a little bit, I don't know what it is. It's like listed at $79, but I think that might just be MSRP. So I don't know what these go for, like at Blade HQ or something. I could check that real quick so we know. And then I could link it for you guys as well in case you want to pick one of these up. I'm assuming they would have it. Iridium. Let's see if they have it. So, yeah, $65 for the original in D2. They have a sheep's foot, which I would love a sheep's foot, but that's in D2. This one's in D2. Okay, so they have a few other versions, but they do not have the new version on here. Let me see if it's anywhere but their website. Because it might just be that Kershaw has it right now and it hasn't released yet. So Kershaw Iridium Topo, and yeah, I'm only seeing this at, Kershaw's website. So just so you know, the price might actually be more affordable once it gets to dealers if it's not like exclusive to their website. But $75, okay? $75, and you get aluminum and 14C. So basically you paid, what, $10 more than what they have it listed for on Blade HQ, and that's a year and whatever later, right? When these released in D2, they were, I think, 60 or 65. So yeah, 65 bucks. So $10 more, you get 14C. What's so cool about this aluminum, Kev? Sorry, I'm like stumbling over my words here. It is milled. So I don't know if you can tell, but these little rivers in the topo pattern are milled in. They are milled in there. To me, that is freaking so cool. See it? See how that Q-tip kind of travels? This is flat, and then this is all milled. This is milled right here. This is milled. This is milled right here. I don't know. For some reason, to me, that is the coolest thing I've seen them do. Now, they also have a carbon fiber version of this in M390, as I understand it. And I believe that one is listed at $199. So on that one, I don't quite understand the price. $199 for a Chinese-made Kershaw in M390 and carbon fiber. If it was US-made, that'd be an awesome price. But it's Chinese-made. So I don't know. I feel like that one should be like $150 maybe. But, you know, they're pricing it at whatever they need to price it at for it to make sense to them, I think, because look at this one, 75 bucks, right? So I don't think they're overpricing this one, so why would they go and overprice the other one? So I think that's just what it needs to be. It does have that little bit of stick on the lock bar, but I think that's helping keep it locked up, right? It's kind of like a button lock where you have no play at all, and you know, you just have that little bit of stick. It's not like stick where it's like really tough to pull. You just pull it down. You can just hear it click. That's all. The action is butter, and that's with no side to side. So that's excellent. Let's see if this is sharp. So we couldn't cut anything with that last knife. This 14C is extremely sharp. That was me just trying to get too cute. Look at that. Q in it. Curly Qs. Yeah. Very, very sharp. Yeah, I'm impressed with this one, guys. I think that Kershaw killed it with this version. And to me, this is what I would classify as redemption. You can watch my short. It still gets views. I did a short that said something like, why, Kershaw? Why? Or like, we want you to do so well, Kershaw. Like, I'm rooting for these guys, right? I love Kershaw. They're one of the brands that I first tried when I was a kid. They're one of the brands that you just know about, right? They have them at Walmart or whatever. They're some of the only decent freaking knives that you can buy in a big box store. If you walk into a big box store and you look, you see Camillus and you see Buck and you just see stuff that, in my opinion, is dog shit. And then you look and you see Kershaw, and maybe in the case you'll see like Spyderco. And Kershaw's always been the one for me that you could trust, right? Yeah, maybe it would be an assisted knife, but at least you're getting a Kershaw blur or something, right? You know, what was the one that I always saw at the Walmart near me? The Fraction, I think it was called. It's kind of like the Atmos, a little bit slightly different. I think it might be a Sinkovich design, but anyway, You could buy that for like 30 bucks or whatever, 25 bucks at Walmart. So I'm rooting for these guys, right? And then they're making really cool stuff here in the US. The Livewire is one of the best OTFs, if not the best OTF you can buy for your money. 230 bucks, and you get Magna Cut or 20 CV or whatever. Really cool finishes and an excellent blade shape and action on the Livewire. You have the whole launch series, which is really cool. I'm not an out the side guy, but 4 out the sides for the price point, killing it. Then recently, this year, I was stoked when the Bel Air came out. That's one of my favorite knives to release this year. It's in my pass around right now. So I'm just really excited for what Kershaw's doing, and they really redeemed themselves in my book. A lot of you guys already love this model, so I'm not really telling you anything here. But for anybody like me who had one or came across one and it just wasn't a good one, that's kind of what happens sometimes when you go for that real budget, you know, D2 and whatever. This, I feel like, bumps it up just a notch, bumps it up enough that the factory is paying more attention to quality, right? And if you want, you can go all the way up to that carbon fiber and M390. But anyway, I think I've, you know, raved here enough and ran it enough, but that's kind of where I'm coming from with this and why I'm so excited to see Kershaw come out with the 14C and Topo aluminum Iridium. Stoked on it. This is one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time, and this is a $75 knife. And that milling pattern is freaking amazing. I would love that on a $200 knife. I'm a big Topo guy, personally. I don't have a lot of it, but that's just because things don't usually work out. A lot of Topo stuff is like limited, hard to get stuff, like fancy flashlights and stuff like that. But yeah, this is excellent. And I'll tell you, I'm not even going to take it apart and try to put stronger springs in. The spring in here is excellent right off the bat. I mean, you can see me reverse flicking that lefty, no problem. The ergos are excellent. You have a super slicey blade and a beautiful stonewash. So really excited on this one. Check it out. I'll link what I can down below, whether it's to Kershaw or a dealer if they have them by the time I post this. And let me know what you guys think. And if that was your stuff earlier, let me know. I'm assuming it's Josh's, but hey. Shout out to Kershaw for sending this out. Appreciate that. And I'll probably do a rapid review or a cut test and full review. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the Iridium in Topo. Love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Oh, and this is actually an in-house design. That's what that Millennial Falcon is right there. And I think that means that Jim McNair designed this. And I want to give Jim McNair some props. I feel like for the last 3 or 4 years, I just wasn't into anything they were doing. But in the last year or so, they've really turned the tide for my preferences. And it's really cool to see what he's doing over there. At least he's leading the team when it comes to design, so he should get the credit for it. They're coming out with really, really nice stuff. So shout out to Jim McNair. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.